Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. Today I am making a Easter swag. It's my last Easter project. I don't know if it's the last Easter project you guys are seeing before Easter, but this is the last one I'm making. After this, everything's getting packed up, thank God. I got this ribbon from Craft Outlet, and I really liked it, but I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And then they were like, hey, we also have it in blue, and I was like, well, okay, I'll take both of them, even though I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. And then I was at Walmart the other day, and they had this little bunny head. Now, they sell these on Craft Outlet, you know, places like that. I've never been able to get one because they sell out really quick. So I saw this one. I think they had one with blue, or maybe green or something. But I saw this one, and I was like, didn't I just order a ribbon that looks almost exactly like that? I mean, can you guys tell how close that is? It's pretty close. So we are going to put this bunny in a swag with some ribbon and stick it up on Etsy. I usually don't sell swags on Etsy because they need big boxes, and big boxes is big shipping, but someone told me about boxes at Home Depot. I went and got one, and I was like, well, this one worked perfectly. So we're gonna give it a try. This is a every time I see these, I'm just like, what am I even looking at? This one's got like a, oh, I need to cut that off before I do anything else. Hold on. This one's got like a real sharp pointy thing right there. I don't know what that's about. Okay. This is a 20, I don't know why I'm looking at this. I think it's a 24-inch Pure Drop swag from the Reese Shop. They sell these at the Reese Shop. They sell these at Craft Outlet. The ones at Craft Outlet are 36 inches, and that's huge. Just in case you don't know, that's huge. But yeah, this is a nice size. I just finished 2 of these not too long ago for a custom order. They came out really nice. It was a nice big statement piece, so let's do it again. So it's got this loop at the top, and I'm just going to go through and fluff this out. I always feel like I have to like get a good grip on the, what is that? Get a good grip on these some kind of way. Like anchor it under my arm. And this is not like you're fluffing your Christmas tree. You don't have to be perfect about it, because we're about to put a bunch of mesh in this, a bunch of ribbons, a rabbit, some eggs, I'm assuming carrots. I'm assuming everything that I don't want to pack up in the Easter box is going to go in this swag, so let's see. Alrighty. This I usually cut off because this is like a 6-inch piece way at the bottom, where this piece is like a 3-inch piece, but I'm going to leave that because last time I actually used it to, I put something down there. I don't know if it was like the bottom of a bow or a ribbon tail or something. It seems like yesterday I just delivered those wreaths, those swags on Sunday. And I'm like, I just made those, but no, I didn't just make those. They haven't even come out on YouTube yet, but it does seem like I just sat down to do that. Okay, so that is appropriately fluffed. Again, just open it up. You're not going to use all these ties. I mean, you might. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. You might use these ties. I might use all these ties. It's not like I even know what's going on once I sit down and start filming. Alright, so it's got this like spine down the middle. I just like to come through and make sure that I don't have like, see, like this one's obviously coming out this way. I don't want it to be going across like that. Like this one up here is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be over here. And a couple of these are like that, okay? Wow, I shouldn't have started digging. Now I'm gonna have to refluff it again. Alright, that looks good. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. What is this little bitty thing? Alright, so the mesh we're using is this metallic mint. It is just your, these are shedding a little bit. I mean, for like I mean, this is only $10. It's not shedding as bad as you would think, but it does shed a little bit, so, you know, beware of that. This is 10-inch metallic mint mesh from Craft Outlet. It's cut into 20-ish inch pieces. I know that I don't need a full 18 to do this, so I'm just gonna put in there, you know, I'm just gonna go, and whatever's left over is left over. But I'll probably end up trying to get most of this in there just because what else am I gonna do with it? So I'm gonna make some ruffles. Seems like the longest ruffle in the history of the world. Okay, and I am starting at the top. Just twisting it in, and there is no pattern to this at all. I like to get kind of 3 at the top, 3, 2, 2, 2, like 1, kind of like that. But I might put 4, and then 3, and then 3, and then 2. You know, it's you just got to do it. My mesh is like up there, like barely hanging on. So fold under the edge just to keep the frays in check. Ruffle it up the middle. Take it and get it in there. Again. Piece. I don't know what that's doing up there, but we'll survive. I'm just giving these one nice twist. They don't really need much in the way of like securing stuff down. So that's 3. And we're gonna go on through this until the whole thing is filled up with this pretty mint mesh. And then we will figure out what's going on next, huh? Okay guys, it's real talk time. I'm trying to film these videos now where I am like, hey, this is what we're doing, and we're doing this, and we're doing that, and then speed through me just talking to y'all. So I'm making like a conscious effort to explain what I'm doing, so I don't have to do a voiceover, because I apparently cannot get voiceovers right. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know if it's my voice, I don't know if it's my house, I don't know if it's my microphone, my computer, my editing, I don't know. I'm just like, why do I sound like I'm in the bottom of the ocean, and I'm also a robot, and I'm a little drunk? So I am making an effort to explain myself as I go. So we're gonna ruffle this whole thing, and you know, the short version gets to sped up, and y'all get to sit here and talk to me. You know, about my terrible lives and all my afflictions and all that stuff. It is, let me tell y'all, we had our little brush with Arctic Blast yesterday. I mean, it's today, but it was last night into this morning. You know, oh, you gotta run water, you're gonna have to take in your plants, you're gonna have to check on your animals and your old people, and I was like, okay. My mom was like, are you running water? And I was like, oh, I guess, Mom. You want me to run water all night? Is the weatherman gonna come pay my bills? So I get up this morning, and you know, I grab my phone. It's like, you know, feels like 11 degrees, and I was like, oh my god. But I went out, like, I took the dog out, and I was like, okay, it's cold. I had on just like a t-shirt and sweatpants, and I was like, it's cold. Like, I don't think I could stay out here, you know, for the rest of the day in a t-shirt and sweatpants, but whatever. But yeah, it is currently like 36 degrees outside, and I'm inside, and I am drenched in sweat right now. Partly because I could not find the freaking rabbit's head to go in this wreath after I sat down, cut all the mesh, figured out all my ribbon, cleared my memory card, got the camera reconfigured because we knocked it over when we were hanging up wreaths. And then I couldn't find the head anywhere, and I was like, I know it got thrown away. It definitely got thrown away. I'm sure it got thrown away, but I found it. So yeah, no freeze here. I mean, it froze, but not, I didn't lose power. I didn't lose power. My pipe didn't burst. And it was not like, you know, the day after tomorrow when I went outside this morning. I was like, okay, it's cold, but I waited for the sun to come up. Did I? No, I left pretty well. The sun was coming up. I went to Walmart real quick to go get some probiotic prunes. Have I told y'all about the probiotic prunes? I'm sure I have in another video. You either have or haven't seen it yet. I found these probiotic prunes that have 10 times the amount of live cultures in them than yogurt. And I was like, let me try them. So I got them, and I started eating them, and I was like, this is the best choice I have made. Like, I always have stomach problems. In the past week of me eating these probiotic prunes, I've been like, what's up? I'm good. How are you? And they didn't sell them at the Walmart I was at on Sunday, so I had to go to my mom's Walmart today. So I saw her. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get the, go check out the leftover Valentine's Day stuff. You know, give me a couple of signs that I saw that I wanted to get. Not a single piece. Today's Tuesday. Valentine's Day was Sunday. There's nothing in the store. My mom was like, I guess they sold it all. I was like, they didn't sell it all. I said, they threw it away. That's what they always do. It's disgusting that they would waste that much stuff just because they don't want like a clearance section. Then I go to the clearance section. All the Mardi Gras stuff is gone too. Go to the clearance section. The clearance section is stuffed full of Mardi Gras. Like, just so much stuff. And I was like, is this on clearance? And of course it's not. It'll be on clearance tomorrow when I'm not going to Walmart, you know? But they had a bunch of like picks and signs, and I was like, I'll get a couple of stuff, a couple of things. And my sister, I called my sister when I was leaving. I was like, you want to come over? Because if you don't come over, I'm going to get in bed and sleep all day and lay around all day and do nothing and then feel terrible at night. She came over, we watched a movie, then we went to the Dollar Tree we normally don't go to because the Dollar Tree by me is closing. They are moving to a different location that's much smaller. I don't know how they're gonna do this. They're like, oh no, it's not that much smaller. And I was like, yeah, it's half the size of the one we're in right now. So we were there Sunday, and there was like empty shelves, like half the store's empty. They're like, yeah, we're moving in like April, and I was like, there's nothing here. Like my sister said, she said, I went, they didn't have toilet paper, they didn't have paper towels, they didn't have this, they didn't have that. And I was like, there's nothing there. There's like no reason to go there. So we went to the other one, and then we went to Big Lots and hit the Valentine's Day sign jackpot. It was only 50% off, but I was like, you know what? All my Valentine's Day wreaths sold as soon as I listed them. Next year, I'm gonna make some more. And I'm gonna need some signs, so I think I got like 7 signs for like $22, and they're all really, you know, two of them are the same. They're really big. There's 2 smaller ones and like 2 normal size ones. I don't know what normal size means, but you know, like the ones you would normally see me use. Yeah, I was like, okay, I got my signs. The Dollar Tree situation is just, it's so weird. Like they keep moving everything forward because I don't think they're getting more stuff. I think the new stuff, like their shipments of stuff is going to the new store, maybe, because there's like nothing there. And all the back of the store has moved forward. So like the front of the store was like, you know, like the crafts and the silk flowers, and now it's like crafts, silk flowers, dog food, batteries, and like electronic stuff. And I was like, okay. I was looking for something and I couldn't find it. Oh, I needed nails. When me and my mom were there on Saturday to hang up all these wreaths that you cannot see, but they are there, trust me. All right, I gotta start spreading this out because I only have 3 more pieces. Yeah, so they're moving. It kind of sucks, but they're moving right next to the neighborhood, the Walmart neighborhood market, and there's a Dollar General, and there's a Subway, and maybe it'll be okay. That Dollar Tree is not like my go-to store. Like, I have a Family Dollar right up the street from me, so if it's like, hey, I really need this, I'm gonna go to Family Dollar. I wouldn't have gone to Dollar Tree anyway, so we will just have to drive a little bit further. And most of the time I'm there anyway, going to the Walmart neighborhood market. I try to avoid the other Walmart. Unless my mom's there, then I go see her. But she's been working nights and constantly. Alright, y'all, I have to transition back into short video Adam, so I'll catch up with y'all when we're cutting a bunch of ribbon, I guess. I'm also going to turn this pot on too so I can figure out how I'm going to get this rabbit head on here. Okay, I have one more piece of mesh left. You guys see that? One more piece of mesh left, and it's going to go right here at the bottom. And this is only one roll of mesh, and this has made this, you know, it's a pretty decent size. And I don't mind that this is showing up. You know, I mean, you can cut them off when you're done. I'm not going to. I kind of like it that it's there. It's going to match the rabbit. It's going to match some of the ribbon. You know, it's a place we can stick things on or stick things to. So yeah, this is, I should have counted, but cut your mesh at 20 inches and you'll have enough. And if you want an extra big swag, add another roll in with this. Like, I layered, the other one was layered with the moss green and the natural. And that made a very wide swag. Tall and wide. Okay, so there's my little thing hanging down from there. So yeah, that looks good. I do wish I had more. I always want more up here because it looks very, it doesn't look like this, it looks more like, but you know. Alright, you are going off to the side while I am going to work on the ribbon situation. The situation being that we have to cut a bunch of ribbon. I am using this one. I don't want to put it on its side because it will roll over. The mint background, the beige background, this green that I used previously, and this pink plaid, which is, of course, the plaids that I hate, the real thin ones. But, you know, I have this, this 50-yard roll, but I thought this was bringing too much color in. So, yeah. I'm not so sure about the pink, but we're just gonna go with it. So this is my little Christmas sign right here. I use it for cutting my ribbon tails because it is exactly 14, it's like 13 7/8 if you want to get that technical about it. I just want my ribbons at 14 inches. I'm going to stack these up over here on my ribbon holder, which you can kind of see. We are going to get the cutting. I think I'm going to do 6 of each. No. Don't give me 12. Oh, I like 14. Let me think for a second. 1, do 7, and that'll give us 14 ties. And I would always rather have to cut more than be left with some left over. So if I have to go back and cut 1 or 2 more, that's what I will do. So I'm going to go through and get all those cut. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. What were we talking about? I don't know. Yeah, I am sweating. I am, like, I know there's a glue gun, there's a glue pot, there's the lights. The air's not on. But it's 37 degrees outside. I shouldn't need the air on. But I'm like, oh my god, I just want to go lay down on my ice pack. I'm starting, today's Tuesday, I said that already. Fat Tuesday. I'm starting physical therapy on Thursday, and I'm like, I cannot wait, but at the same time, ugh. What is going on with this? Like, I like everybody there. I know it's gonna make me feel better. My back actually feels, today was the first day where I was like, wow, I haven't, like, thought about my back at all, but my side now, like, here, is hurting me, but I think that's because I, like, overcompensate when my back hurts, so it ends up straining something in the front. But yeah, I just, the thought of having to go to the hospital every day, ugh, the worst. This is such nice ribbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just realized this is all 2.5 inch ribbon. Which, whatever. I mean, I think this is going to be super cute. Don't know about these plaids, especially the pink one, but I'm gonna have to spray that one. My garbage cans on the, oh, I mean, this, look at this. Oh. I'm gonna have to start paying attention when I'm recklessly spending money on craft outlet. So yeah, physical therapy. I hate being up on that table, and they're like, can you flip over? And I'm like, oh my god, I'm 7.5 feet tall. I'm 4 feet up in the air on this little bitty table. The physical therapist I had last time, which I don't care. You know, when I called, I was like, hey, can I work with Belle again? Because I had worked with her last time, and I had worked with this girl named Sarah. They were like, Sarah's no longer with us. And I was like, did she go to somewhere else? So it was like, she no longer with us. They're like, no, she's no longer working here. And I was like, okay, good. But this girl, Belle, I shouldn't say girl, but she's tiny. She's little bitty. And when I went for my evaluation the first time, she's like, can you hop up on the table? She said, how do you feel about hopping up on the table? And I was like, how do you feel about hopping up on the table? And she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, I mean, that's a, you know, because those physical therapy tables, they're like on stilts, it looks like. And I'm like, are you confident about me hopping up on that table? She's like, oh yeah, it's fine. But then when we actually got to the physical therapy part, I was like, this is so uncomfortable being up here, and like, I'm like, I'm gonna fall off, I'm gonna fall off. And she's little bitty. I worked with Sarah a lot more, I think because Belle was like you know, like the team lead kind of thing. I worked with Sarah Moore, but she was, I mean, I think everybody's small compared to me. But like, she would, Belle, who the smaller one, she was like getting on top of me and just like massaging in my back, and she's like, is that good pressure? And I was like, oh my god, how is she so strong? She's so little. Oh my god. What is going on here? Is she gonna kill me? Yeah, I'm like looking forward to it, but also at the same time dreading it because I don't want to go to the hospital every day. Especially since I was denied my vaccine. Did I tell you guys that? Me and my mom went 2 Sundays ago, whatever it was, last Sunday. It's like the day after my birthday or something. No. It was like, I don't know when it was. It was a Sunday. We went. My doctor was like, hey, Walgreens has a, well, my mom said it first, and then I talked to my doctor. My doctor's like, go get it. You know, you're in the group. So we went, and my mom went first because our appointment was first. And they were like, over 65 starts tomorrow. My mom was like, seriously, you want me to come back tomorrow when I'm here today? And the lady's like, yeah. She's like, and what about you? And I said, underlying condition. And she said, what? And I was like, is that any of your business, first of all? I think I talked about this already. But yeah, the underlying conditions that you have to check off on the Walgreens website are apparently not underlying conditions they consider conditioning enough. She's like, yeah, no. And I was like, wait, what? So my mom went back, got her first dose. I still haven't had mine. Even though my doctor and Walgreens website says that I should be able to get it. But I don't know. I'd feel better about going to the hospital every day if I had at least 1 dose in me. But what you gonna do? Jenny and her baby daddy, well, he's not her baby daddy. They're her boyfriend, but I mean, they've been together for like 15 years, so. Her husband, they drove to Mississippi, and she said, we just walked in and they gave it to us. And I was like, okay. She's like, do you want me to get you an appointment in Mississippi? I was like, I am not driving to another state. She's like, I'll drive you. And I was like, yeah, I know you will. It's just, I don't, that's not something I want to do. I was like, no, that's a little far from home for me. I'm not good when I have to like go more than like, I'm gonna recut this, more than 45 minutes away from home. Like if it's over an hour, I'm like, oh god, it's gonna take us an hour to get home. But yeah, I will wait. My sharpest scissors, oh god, I can't even get a good dovetail on this. My sharpest scissors in the world either need sharpening or replacing because they have been giving me issues as of late. And I finally finished watching Sex and the City. That last season, oof. Let me tell you, when they used to do, this is when I was like 20. I mean, the show's been off the air forever. They used to do, every New Year's Eve, they would do a Sex and the City marathon. And that was like my New Year's Eve activity, like stay home. Usually put together furniture that I bought with money from Christmas. Like one year I put together bookcases. And it was, you know, stay home, watch Sex and the City reruns. I like loved it when it was on, but as someone who has surpassed the age of the characters in the show now, I'm like, why are y'all so stupid and immature? And why are y'all so ridiculous? Like, I mean, they introduce Mikhail Baryshnikov's character, and he is just like, would any woman fall for that? Like, just this, ugh, ugh. I hated that character. I hated that character so much. But yeah, I'm done. I might go back and watch the first movie again. Don't really want to do the second movie ever again. But I am now all caught up for when the reboot, revival, sequel, whatever comes out. Let's bring this back in. Oh, and it's my favorite part of the game. Which ribbon's gonna go with which? I think these two are brights. Wait, all three of these are brights. I think I like the blue with the pink, because these are kind of the same. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. The blue with the pink, the green with the beige, and which ribbon do I want on top? I think I want these to be like background ribbons, so yeah. So I'm folding these in half, pleating them in the middle, pushing them down, pulling them out. And then, oh, great, this is like tangled here. Wait, hold on. Okay. And then just get them in here. And I have 14 total, so oh, these are both such nice ribbons. Now I gotta put this plaid in here, and y'all know I'm gonna be angry about it. Don't fall, I can't bend over. This ribbon has like a little serge or boo-boo right there, but we won't hold it against them. Because I'm afraid Craft Outlet is going to see me bashing this plaid ribbon they keep selling me, and I'm going to go to order something and be like, you are banned. So you have to just kind of figure out how these are going to go, because there's no real spacing. What time is it? Is it dinner time? Feels like dinner time. It's gotta be dinner time. I'm twisting these together just so that ribbon is not sitting all the way at the bottom of the swag. I don't know what I'm doing for dinner. I was supposed to take out gumbo and I never did. And I could still take it out, but meh. I told my sister today, I was like, this is the shortest month and I have no money. Not only because I went to Hobby Lobby unsupervised, but because every time I I get hungry, I'm like, I'm gonna go order me a sandwich. And that's fine, but I keep saying like, oh, it's my birthday month, like it's my birthday, like it's the 16th. My birthday was 2 weeks ago. I need to quit using that as an excuse to get sandwiches. Because I was like, why do I not have any money? Like I have money. Don't. I'm not like poor over here. I was just like, why don't I have any money? What's going on? So I was like, I got onto my banking app and I was looking and I was like, oh, yeah, Hobby Lobby. Oh, Tags Deli, Tags Deli, Tags Deli, Tags Deli. And I was like, how many sandwiches did I eat this month? And when my mom was over Sunday, we couldn't eat, we couldn't go to Tags because it was closed. They're not open on Sundays, but that was the only day she had off of work. So she was like, what are we going to have for lunch? And I was like, I don't know. Talk about not knowing what to do when the favorite place you go to eat is not open. I was like, do you want to go eat Mexican? And she's like, I don't care. And I was like, what if we do Chinese? She's like, I don't care. I was like, well, there's a place down the road that sells the po' boys, but I don't know if they're open. She's like, I don't care. And I was like, oh my God, Mom. So we ended up getting Taco Bell. Because we're apparently millionaires. Because Taco Bell, when I was in high school, and after high school, Taco Bell was like the cheap place you went after being out all night because they were open late and they were cheap and you had already spent all your money on daiquiris and Jello shots. It was like $20 for both of us to eat. Now we did get a party pack and I did eat it for lunch and then we both ate it for lunch and then I had it for dinner. You know, because there's nothing better than a room temperature taco that falls apart as soon as you touch it. But I was like, man, Taco Bell? I think tomorrow's Lent, and while I am not Catholic and like going to church Catholic, I do try. Every year I try to not eat meat, but then like every Friday I wake up and like fix myself like an omelet with a bunch of bacon in it, and I'm like, ah! I was like, I forgot I'm not supposed to be eating meat. Like my mom is like serious about it. Like she hasn't eaten meat on Friday during Lent. I don't think ever probably. But I always forget until there's already a half a pound of bacon in my stomach. But I think I might actually try to give something up for Lent this year. And I don't believe in that. I don't think we should be giving things up. I don't make New Year's resolutions. I make goals. But, maybe... First of all, I cut way too much ribbon. But maybe I can do something this year. I don't know what. It should be giving up something that's like a vice, isn't it what it's supposed to be? Which I guess for me would be eating out. And I don't eat out, like I pick up a lot. It's not like I go out to restaurants. Can you imagine? I think the last time I was actually in a real restaurant was when Michelle was in a year ago. And that wasn't a pleasant experience because she was spraying me with hand sanitizer and I was like, will you stop? She's like, if that virus from China comes here, and I was like, Michelle, that virus from China is not going to come here. Calm down. And here we are. I hate when she's right about stuff. She planned a little winter vacation to take the kids to Oklahoma to go see snow. And they left yesterday. And she showed me pictures and the snow at her house was like up to her windows. And I was like, are you leaving? And then she's like, it's non-refundable. And I was like, okay, sis. My mom was like, she's leaving in all this bad weather. And I was like, I don't know, Mom. I don't know. I said she's going to Oklahoma. I don't know why. I don't even know what's in Oklahoma. But I think she said she's going like somewhere that's like right on the border of Texas. Because I thought the last Kmart in America was like in Oklahoma, and I was like, you have got to go to the Kmart. And then she looked and she's like, there's no Kmarts in Oklahoma. She says, there's 4 in Florida. And I was like, there's 4 in Florida? Man, don't tell me that. I always swore I was never going to go back to Florida. Oh man, I hate that these two are right next to each other. And that these two are right next to each other, but we will break it up because we have some more. I'm just gonna... I got like 5 pieces left. How did that happen? You go, oh no. Oh no, no, what am I doing? Sorry. I'm like, oh god, no, no. Like I was super gluing something together and forgot I was doing the wrong thing. I love Kmart. Oh, when I lived in Florida, there was a Kmart right next to Walmart, but the Kmart was like on my side of the street. So I never went to the Walmart, I always went to the Kmart because I didn't feel like crossing the highway. I mean, I had to cross the highway anyway to get to there, but I was like, oh, do I really feel like going across the street? Which I never did. Can you... Wait, we're gonna have to figure something out here. Can you stay there for a second? This has already got something in it. Which is, where is this? What is holding this down? This is being held down by... No one knows. I'm so confused when I'm doing these swags. I'm like, is this the top or the bottom? Okay, so let me figure this out now. Since these are the same, I'm gonna have to put this one in between there. This goes with the natural. I'm so confused. Turn the air conditioner on. Every time I look up like hot flashes men, it's like cancer. I'm like, no, 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 no. I don't know where this bunny head is going. Business, baby, can you quit picking? That's why you have a big sore on your butt. My mom was, when she was over here, she's like, oh, she was like scratching it. Why is there a ribbon missing? Oh, it's right here. Calm down, Adam, Jesus. She was scratching a dog, and I heard him go like, and she's like, you don't like me to scratch there? And I was like, did he just like snap at you? And I walked in here, and he was like extended all the way on her, and she was scratching up and down his back. She's like, yeah, I guess he doesn't want me scratching him all over. So I was like, huh. So that night, I was laying in bed, he was sleeping next to me, and I kind of reached down and I was petting him, and I got to the base of his tail, on his back, and he reached back and snapped at me, and I was like, what the hell? He does that all the time, but it's usually when we're playing. So I was like, what's going on, buddy? So I started feeling around, he was like, roar. So I, investigating, and I feel this, a sore at the base of his tail. So I get up and turn on the lights, and I'm looking at it, and he has, chewed all of his skin off, because why not? He doesn't have enough problems. Chewed, all the skin off. It's, red and angry looking, and I was like, really, business? you here. And then can somebody come up from the back? Pull up one of those ones from the back. There we go. I don't like that a lot of these are like touching. You know, like this is next to this, this is next to this, but it is what it is. And now I'm about to put this one on top of here. Maybe. Yep, because I'm not gonna, I mean, I might as well put it in here. What else am I gonna do with this? Oh God, you guys, let me tell you something. I don't know if y'all have seen this wreath yet that I use this ribbon on. It's a Christmas ribbon, black and white farmhouse. I use it with a gray plaid. It's a yellow peony wreath. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. It's a yellow peony wreath with lavender in it. I use it and I was like, oh man, I love that ribbon so much, and there's only this much left. I found a roll of it at Walmart this morning, like sitting next to one of the cash registers, and I like sprinted to it. My mom was like, what's going on? Are you on fire? And I was like, yes, I am. Also, I just finished, I opened like my last spool of this ribbon, and I rang it up. You know, I opened up my Walmart app and it was 49 cents, and I was like, oh, that's beautiful. That's lovely. Okay, so I'm not thrilled about how these ribbons ended up down here, but you know what they say. Stick a bunch of crap on it, nobody will notice. So I'm gonna break here. What I'm gonna do while I am breaking is have dinner, because I do suspect it is dinner time. It is 5:19. I'm gonna go eat something, and I'm gonna go spray. I'm gonna go unclog and spray my ribbon so they do not fray to death on me. And I will be back after that. My swag has been, well, my ribbons have been sprayed. They're nice and stiff now. I really only did the pink ones, but you know, there's some overspray, but the pink is holding up nicely, which makes me happy. Now, we are adding this bunny head, and I got in a skerfuffle with my mom because I said it should be over here, off to the side, so I can put a bow here, and then put a bow over here. And she said there was absolutely no other place to put it except right in the middle. And I don't know. If I do put it right in the middle, this bow is going to have to come... If I do put it right in the middle, that bow is going to have to come off, which is apparently going to be very easy. And I was thinking I could put it up on her hat like this and cut these tails a little bit and then make a big bow to go where this one was and keep it in the middle, which is what I'm probably going to do. And it's going to have to be like off to the side, because if you put it in the middle, it's just going to look like Blossom. Okay, so let's do that. Let me get this out of here right now, and we'll work on this hat a little bit. This thing was like seven something, and it's pretty crabby, but I have two Wishbone pipe cleaners here. I just twisted them in the middle, and I'm going to use a skewer and my glue pot to just kind of poke them in, because this is just foam back here. Just obviously don't go all the way through. My glue is piping hot because I sat down to film this like an hour ago, and then ended up having to do this, having to do that, and then I was like, wait, what does that smell? And I was like, oh, the glue's on. Yeah, I gotta go film that wreath. So I'm gonna use these to attach to the wreath, and I'm going to use some glue to, I wanna want this to be, it's tucked under, but see when it's down, it's a little long on the face. So I'm just going to turn this edge under with some glue. I'm going to move the bow. Yeah. And attaches the wreath, and then we'll move on to the next thing. So, people watching the long version, oh my god. I last worked on this on Monday. Today is Saturday, and the amount that has gone on in these past couple of days. I know I said in Monday's video, earlier in this video, oh, my back hasn't been hurting me at all. Feels so much better. That night I got in bed and I was like, oh, my back feels a little tight. I was in so much pain that I got like 2 hours of sleep. I was like, this, that's hot. I was like, this is like miserable. I said, I don't know what happened. Like, I was fine, and then I got in bed and it started hurting. So I got up at like 3 and I was walking around, sitting at, I made breakfast, I sat down at the computer and I was like, okay, it doesn't hurt anymore. And then I was like, so let me try to get back in bed and get some more sleep. As soon as I got back in bed, killing me. So Tuesday is like super rough. Just because I'm very tired. I can't lay down for more than a couple of minutes. I'm like alternating between the heat and the ice pack, and it's just rough. And then Tuesday night, can't sleep at all. So, and this is all going on while the country is freezing. And they're telling us to stay off the road because they're like, hey, New Orleans people, you barely know how to drive to begin with, so maybe not drive when it's like sleety outside. And Monday and Tuesday were supposed to be the worst, so I'm up early on Wednesday morning, super early again, and I'm like, I have to go to the hospital. I was like, I am in so much pain. I couldn't get an appointment with my primary, so I call my mom. She texts me that she's awake, and I call her, and I was like, I need you to come get me and take me to the hospital. And I haven't been outside yet or anything. And she's like, it's sleeting. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now? So I said, okay. She said, don't drive up here. And I was like, I can't drive. I was just like, I'm in such an intense amount of pain. So we wait like, this was at like 6 in the morning. We wait until like 8, 9 o'clock, and then we go to the emergency room and check in, and we go through triage, you get in a room, and the physician's aide comes in. And she's like, I hear you having some back pain. She's like, let me just look at some things, and we'll see what we can do. And I was like, I need a shot of Toradol, and I need a muscle relaxer, preferably tizanidine. And she was like, oh. And I was like, yes, this is what I need. I don't want to take muscle relaxers. I hate muscle relaxers. But I need to sleep, okay? I need to sleep. I need to work. I need to be able to take my dog OUT. I need to do stuff. So she's like, okay. So she feels around and she's like, yeah, it's just blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'm actually starting physical therapy tomorrow for this, which has been going on since, I was looking back, the first video I posted this year, whatever it was, on like January 11th, I was complaining about my back hurting. So I was like, it's been at least since like the beginning of January. She's like, was there a fall or anything? And I was like, no, I didn't. And I was like, wait, no, I did fall. I fell when I was leaving my doctor's office. I slipped in the parking lot and I fell on my knee. She's like, oh, okay. She's like, well, we're gonna get you sorted out. Do I want to tuck this? Yeah, she's like got a flying nun thing going on. this back a little bit because I don't want this. I don't want her wilding out over here. She's like, all right. She's like, let me give you the shot of Toradol. And we'll get you the prescription. I was like, thank you. So they gave me the shot of Toradol, which, I don't know. I hate pain relievers. Again, because most of the time they just make me sleepy, pretty much. Alright, you know what? You are giving me all kind of problems here. They just make me sleepy, and they make me feel like I'm not in control of myself. Like, I'm not in complete control of everything. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I'm kind of a control freak. So you get all of that, come home, my mom goes home, I get in bed after I take I take the muscle relaxer, I get in bed, I get some sleep. I'm like, oh my god, this is already so much better. And then the next day, I went for my physical therapy. Oh my god, why is this glue gun so hot? You don't touch a glue gun for 5 days, and all of a sudden you have baby fingers again. I go for my eval, and it's the same girl I worked with before. And you know, she does, you know, lift this, push back, do this, do that. She's like, your mobility is really good. She's like, but she's like, nothing hurts. And I was like, not right now. I said, if you want to come over in about an hour and a half when I'm laying down from an afternoon nap, we can talk then. So she's like, all right, well, let's get on the table and we'll feel around. So get on the table, laying on my side. She's poking. Like, she starts like at my neck and she's like poking in. I don't know if she was using her knuckles, her fingers, whatever. She gets to the spot where it hurts and I go like this. And she said, did you throw up? And I said, no, almost. Almost. She said, is that where it hurts? And I was like, yeah. She's like, it's really tight right there. And I was like, yeah. Tell me about it, stud. She's like, okay. So, yeah. She's like, oh, okay. She's like, well, I won't press there again. I was like, please don't. So, my first appointment, getting actual therapy is Wednesday at 7. The receptionist, she was like, I know you like your morning times. She said, I'm gonna do my best. And I was like, okay. Because like, when I was there before, I was like, what time do y'all open? Can I have like a 5 o'clock in the morning appointment? They were like, oh, no, you can't. But my first was at 7. My only late one is that Friday at 11, which, whatever. I mean, it's not, I'll get up, go off with my sister, go see my mom at work if she's working during the day, and go from there. And yeah. And then in between all of that happening, my mom's like, Lily's not eating. This was Wednesday, no, this was Thursday. She's like, Lily's not eating, and I was like, oh. I was like, well, that's weird. But I mean, her dog is like super picky. I guess I should have like tried to see if I like this right here. Well, yeah, we like that right there, huh? I just don't want to waste this bow. Her dog is super picky to begin with. But she's like, she's not eating, you know, she didn't want her food, she didn't want some chicken, she didn't want an egg. So I was like, well, you know, just keep an eye on her. I think, yeah, my mom was off on Thursday. So she doesn't eat all day Thursday. And then Friday, she still hasn't eaten. So my mom has to take her to the vet, and, you know, $400 later, they're like, she probably just has a little stomach bug. So I was like, I was stressed out about that because I was like, please don't let anything be wrong with that dog. I was like, my mom has been through enough. Please don't let anything be wrong with that dog. Okay, so that's cute, huh? I think. Well, if not, it's too late to do anything about it now. I'm gonna cut a little hole so I can get this through here. See, it has been it's been a week. well, it's not even been a week. It's been like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Today's Saturday. I kept telling my mom, I was like, I have to go work on that wreath. I have to go work on that wreath. And she's like, do you? And I was like, yeah, I do, Mom. I have to finish this. Like, only for my own, like, sanity here. Alright, I'm going to go in the middle. I want the ears to just come back out of here. I don't know about this, y'all. I think it's gonna look cute with the bow right here, because it'll look just like the bow tie I did up here that's now up here, you know? So, let me just go and do it. I'm going around, you know, there's that like, stem of the swag. I'm gonna try to get this around there. I feel like I should have done. Oh, never mind, I got it. I should have done a full pipe cleaner on both sides instead of one pipe cleaner folded in half. I'm gonna push this back in. I was telling my mom, like, I'm gonna put a bow here, I'm gonna put a bow here. And she's like, you're gonna cover up all the ribbon. And I was like, that's what I always do. And she's like, I like it without the ribbon and without the deco mesh and without the rabbit on it and without that pine swag thing. And I was like, so you just want a wreath hanger on the door? She's like, that's what I like. And I was like, yeah, okay, thanks, Mom. Very helpful. And I'm having a wreath sale as soon as I can find a spare hour and a half somewhere in my schedule to list everything on Etsy. And I was like, you think that's a good idea? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, you pay $65 for any of these wreaths, right? And she was like, no. But that's me. And I was like, okay, Mom. I was like, what if you had an extra $65? She was like, no, probably not. That's not me. So in case anybody's wondering, my mom is not my target audience, apparently. Alright, these are wired so they can kind of go places. I think I wanted it a little bit higher, but I'm worried about being able to get it in the box because I did get some of the boxes that I can ship swags in, and I gave my friend Jenny her swags for her sister. Where's this other ribbon at? I don't know. I put them in there, and they, like, two of them fit perfectly. So I'll have to cut them down to get the, you know, get one in there and lower the shipping cost, but yeah, I just don't want it to be too long. Okay, so that's one there. That's cute. I'm still gonna, you know, I have florals to add. I have some carrots to add. It's just, I'm feeling like it blends in a little bit, even though it's got the ribbons all over it. But I think it's just this right here, which is throwing me off, which is going to be covered by a bow, which let's do that now. Okay, I have my easy bow maker. I'm doing a 2-loop bow with all of the ribbons. I was going to put the lighter one on top, but I'm thinking If I wanted to stand out a little bit more, I might go the blue on top. I know the pink is going in the back because that's like the brightest color, so let's start with that. And these are going to be, see how long I want them, because I want them to kind of hang down. My tails are going to be 16 inches. Seems excessive, but all right, so in twist, I'm going to start off at 6.5. This is not the right ribbon to start this with because it's so floppy. I don't trust it at 6.5. I'm going to start off with the green. Measure out a 16-inch tail. This is much better. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go tail, 6.5-inch loop. Loop. Business. Measure this. And then I'm going to keep going down 6.5 at 6.5 to 6 to 5.5 to 5. Leaving these tails a little shorter each time. I hate recording on a Saturday, y'all. It's just too much noise. People doing stuff outside, kids doing stuff outside. I'm like, it's still freezing. Why aren't you people inside under the covers being quiet? I want to put the pink on top. No, I want to put the... I'm going to go with the light one now. And that was at 16, so let's do this one at 14. I went off with my sister yesterday because I had a $20 in rewards coupon from Michael's. I don't know how that happened. I was like, so what? Kind of like that. But they had floral on sale. They had Easter on sale, which I didn't get. I got floral. I got a couple more grapevines. They had a bunch of like cute maker stuff. Like I got a thing that says it's a tumbler and it says I can make that. I can totally make that. Says something like that. But yeah, I had a nice day. We went there. We went to TJ Maxx. I went and got a sandwich. We went to drop it off. We went to my mom's work. We went to Walmart to see my mom while she was on break from work. And then I brought her a crawfish pie because it's Lent and she does not eat meat during Lent. These are going to be 12. And yeah, we were in Walmart, not Walmart, we were in Michael's. And I posted this on Instagram, so if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it. The most 6.5, 6, 5.5, no, 6.5, why is this one? Six. This needs to go to 5.5. I don't know, that looks weird, but their Black History Month display was, I think, 6 items. 2 of them were markers, which have nothing to do with Black History. It was the skin tone set, You know, it's like all the colors of the world. And I was like, so for 40 years, y'all had peach as the one skin tone. Now y'all think y'all somebody because y'all added a couple more colors. So, you know, people of color don't have to color themselves either completely black or brown. So I took a picture of it and I was just like, this is ridiculous. Because come on, you got 57 different kind of bunnies and you got 6 items for Black History Month. 2 of them was stickers, 1 of them was a ribbon, which if it hadn't been in the Black History Month section, I would have been like, what is that ribbon? And the other 2 things were like, I don't even know what they were. It just had like, what is it called? I'm not even gonna say it. The tribal like print. I keep thinking Kunta Kinte, but that's the guy from Roots. Is it Kente cloth, maybe? But yeah, I was like, that is some kind of BS. And yeah, it's better than nothing, but it's still, I was like, can you imagine? And then there was a 6.5, 6, 5.5. Whatever, I'm just gonna go a little bit smaller. I obviously don't know how to keep track of anything over here. That look good? Yeah. That looks like a 1.5 inch. Yeah. There was this woman in there. Like, me and my sister were waiting because we were at my mom's early, but then my mom left to bring the dog to the vet. So I was like, okay, well, I guess we're just gonna leave to go out there now, even though they don't open for, you know, another half an hour, and it's only gonna take us maybe 15 minutes to get there. So there's another woman, there's a woman waiting when we get there, and she's black, she got super long dreadlocks, and I was like, man, her dreadlocks are so long. So when we go to check out, she's in front of us and she's got a bunch of stuff. Like, she must have had like $100 coupon because she had so much stuff. Her total was like $175, and I was like, oh man, awesome. She's awesome. So we're standing behind her and she's like, I don't know if she had a coupon and it wasn't working, or one of the things weren't advertised as listed or something, but we're standing behind her and I'm looking and I'm like, what is that in her hair? She's got something in her hair. And I like nudged my sister and I was like, do you see that? She's like, yes. So I said, ma'am? And the cashier's like, yes, sir, I'll just be another minute. And the woman turns around and I was like, no. I said, no, ma'am. And then the customer turns around with the dreadlocks. She said, I'm sorry. And I was like, no, it's fine. You just have, you have a floral stem in your hair. And she said, oh no. And she like whipped her head around so the dreads came around and she's like, look at that. And the cashier was like, oh. So I was like, yeah, I don't want you to walk out of here with that, and them thinking you're really lazy at stealing stuff. She's like, oh my God, can you imagine? But we left there, and the same little shopping center has a TJ Maxx, and we're in there, and I saw her. Well, she said when we were at Michael's, she's like, this hair is too long. She's like, I got out the car this morning. My husband almost took off when my hair was stuck in the door. And I was like, that's when you know you need to get a haircut. If, you know, your husband almost rips your scalp off. We're in TJ Maxx and I saw her in there. And I said, excuse me, ma'am. And she turned around, she said, oh, she was like, oh, hey. I was like, you have a candle stuck in your hair? And she started laughing. She said, oh my God. And the husband was with her and she's like, I didn't even tell you. Listen to what happened. So she's telling him. And you know, they all had a good laugh about it. But I was like, no, in Michael's, they would have been like, you're trying to steal this floral stem. But yeah, it was funny. I was like, oh, no, it's okay that you're taking a long time, like, whatever. I mean, I wish that you were not taking, we eventually went to another cashier. I was like, but you have like you have a sprig of lavender in your hair? And if you put it there on purpose, you left the price tag on? Yeah, I think the Black History thing bothered me so much because that is the Michaels in New Orleans. It is in a predominantly black area. The customers there, not the customers, the employees, mostly all people of color. Just like, this sucks. Like, it's just, it sucks. Especially after the past year, you think companies would have been like, hey, why don't we make a little bit more of an effort this year? Like I'm saying, because it's not to say like, oh, it's in a black area, they need to cater to the black community, but my Walmart, where my mom works, I say we're like a good mix of Caucasian, Hispanic, Latino, Black. You know, it's not like we're all white. It's not like we're all black. But in the East, where me and my mom go to Walmart on Saturdays, when she used to have a regular schedule, it is predominantly a black community, a black and Hispanic, not black and Hispanic, black and Vietnamese. Like, there's a very large concentration of Vietnamese people that settled in New Orleans East for some reason. I'm sure there is a reason behind it. I don't know why, but like, that's where you go when you want the good bread. But there's a difference. Like, they sell more of like our section of like, what is it? Black Opal and Black Radiance, and like the CoverGirl collection with Queen Latifah. There's more of that at the New Orleans East Walmart, and there's not as much at my Walmart. So I know stores diversify their selection based on their demographic. At least Walmart does. Like, it's very transparent. Like, when you go to the Walmart and like Slidell, where I'm assuming it's mostly white people, like the darkest foundation there is like beige. Or like across the lake where it's all white people basically. It's just like, this is like the Black Michaels. It's my favorite Michaels too. But like, come on. Does this look cute? This is the most racially charged Easter bunny wreath there ever was. It made me, I guess it like made me, not like sad, but I was really disappointed. But it's, what's today? Today's the 21st, I think. I have a video coming out next February 20th. It's on the I thought it was the 26th, but it might be the 27th. I don't know. I have a Black History Month, not inspired by, but a dedicated video to Black history, about Black history. I just wish, I don't know what I wish. I'm just like, I don't think, like, I think it bothers me because, okay, that Crayola stuff like happened this year. Like, they were like, hey, maybe we need to release other skin tones. Can you imagine being a kid and growing up like when I did, and the peach shade was universally white person, or the skin tone, whatever it was called. Like, oh, you white, that's the one you use. But there's so many other, like, not just like Latino people or Latinx people and Asian people and any person of color. There's such a wide range of color. until I grow up and be like, oh, okay, so I either have to be, I have to color myself the color black, or I have to color myself the color brown when I am a light-skinned person of color. Isn't it a nice bow tie Miss Bunny person? She's like, oh my god. He is so far off the rails because he's got so many muscle relaxers in him. Miss Bunny, you know, only took a half more than I was supposed to. Oh, the muscle relaxer is tizanidine, which I think I took before, but I was like, not, I don't know if I just wasn't into it or what, but it seems to be doing its job this time. Okay, so if you are watching the short version, you just missed me talking about race for like however long it took me to put this bow on here. I like this. I think it's a good compromise. My mom is gonna hate it, but you know, she can do what she wants when she makes her own wreath. Alright, so let's throw in some florals. I have some carrots I may or may not put in. I was going to put some eggs in here, but this bow ended up being a lot bigger than I thought it would be. This is a prunus bush. Not right now business. I don't know what that is. I thought it was cherry blossoms. Apparently it is not. And because this wreath is going to be, this swag is going to be pretty expensive, I am including some of the peachy. Oh, these are Walmart. I thought these were Dollar Tree. Okay, these are peach roses and some green tulips from Michael's. These are on sale for $1.99 as of the time of this filming, and probably the time of your viewing this, because they seem to always be on sale. But they disappear quick, so if you see them and they're on sale, get them. I don't know that. Oh, you're not even gonna be able to see this. Okay, I'm gonna push the leaves up. Okay, I'm just gonna go around and place these where I want them to be. And then we will decide what else goes on here. I really want to add something more Eastery than just the bunny. Oh, okay, well that worked. Look at this. Don't I say this every time that I need to check these to make sure all the things are on there, and that one isn't? My sister, I did that. My sister was with, that one's missing a flower too. My sister was with me and I was like, I need some like summer florals. Like I've got so much spring. Oh, I've got so much spring. So like I'm picking stuff out and she's like, I don't really like that. And I was like, oh. She's like, I don't really like that. And I was like, okay, well, what about this? I don't really like that. And I was like, okay. Do you like anything? She's like, I was like, wow, you? I need a shopping buddy. I need a shopping buddy that I can go to Michael's with or Hobby Lobby and be like, hey, what if I made a wreath that had these flowers in it? Because I had like, they didn't have much like in the way of spring, summer flowers. They had a lot of spring, obviously, because it's February. But I found like some daisies and I found some, I think they're like zinnias, they're huge. And I was trying to find stuff to go with them from the spring stuff. And my sister was just like, she was like, I'm not gonna help you at all. She was like, nah, I don't know. Yeah, I like it, kinda. I was like, oh my God, Jen, help me. I don't know. It's the same thing with my mom. My mom's like, well, I would never do that in 1,000 years, but if you like it. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of go around and this was all greenery over here, and now it's all my spring ribbon, just like everywhere. Not my Sam spring ribbon though. Everybody keeps posting on Instagram, they're like, yeah, our Sam's finally got the ribbon, and it's like a basket full of ribbon. I would be so embarrassed if I did something like that. Like, I would definitely not post that online. Like, I would go in there and buy all of it, but I would not be like, oh, look, we bought everything. Because we're apparently the only people who need this ribbon or want this ribbon. And, like, they're proud of it. Like, you were the same people who were hoarding the toilet paper, I'm sure. But I'm probably just bitter because I don't have a Sam's membership. And both of the Sams are notoriously out of the way. I'm just like, oh, you got a bunch of, like, pretty ribbon, but it's not the greatest quality. I mean, it's $7.50 yards. How great can the quality be? Probably this quality. Also, I don't have $700 to spend on ribbon, so. Maybe that's why he's slightly better. I'm not better, I'm just like, oh. I don't like when any, like, even at, like, if I buy a bunch of stuff from Dollar Tree, I'm not buying all of it. Unless it's wreath frames, and I need them. And then I'm like, ooh, that's alright. Yeah, we were at, we went to Walmart yesterday. My mom was like, I got some of the Mardi Gras stuff, but some of it's marked down and some of it's not. So I was like, okay, so, you know, we had some picks and stuff that she had, and she was like scanning them. She's like, they're still ringing up like $4. And I was like, well, if I wanted them at $4, I would have got on them, you know, when they first put everything out. So we go over there, and I was like, I think I'm gonna get like some ornaments, you know, just to have for next. This one is, did that not get glue? That one needs to be recut, but you know, I'll get this, I'll get that. And there was a woman over there, she had a basket and it was filled all the way to the top. And I was like, oh, they're the ornaments. And she grabbed them and put them in her basket. And she's like, which ones were you looking for? And I was like, the round ones, like, obviously, because they had like fleur-de-lis shaped ones too, which I ended up getting because she took the round ones. She's like, oh, these are mine. And I was like, okay. Clearly they're yours. I mean, you almost broke a hip trying to get them in your basket before I got over there. I can't move that fast. I'm in physical therapy. That's what I should have said. But she's like, my daughter's doing a Mardi Gras tree. And I was like, well, your daughter sounds very tacky. And this other woman, she was complaining. She's like, why is not all of this marked down? My mom was like, I don't know, I don't work over here. She's like, what are you doing over here? And she was like, I'm on my break. I was like, Mom, don't fight this woman. She's like, I will fight her. And I was like, Mom, don't fight that woman. But yeah, I mean, if I had been there, if I got there 5 minutes earlier, I would have done a wee bit of damage. I think I only spent like, I think it was $14, and it was, 4 of that was ornaments, because I got the fleur-de-lis ornaments, and the rest were all picks. And my mom was like, these are ugly, and I was like, yeah, but they're Mardi Gras. I was like, Mardi Gras, why did I put that there? I don't like that across from the other one. I think Mardi Gras tends to be a wee bit tacky. I'm moving so slow. So my when they were doing the evaluation, my therapist was like, she's like, okay, let me just ask you some questions. She's like, do you need help in the bathroom? And I'm like, this is after we've done all the strength tests, and like I'm basically fine, you know? Like, I'm in a little bit of pain yesterday. Like, today I'm in a lot of pain, but no, it was Thursday, whenever it was. Okay, so you don't want to go on there, that's fine. But can you try? Thank you. Like I just answered that like, oh no, it's not horrible, it's not debilitating, it just really hurts. She's like, okay, do you need help going to the bathroom? And I was like, right now? She's like, no, when you're at home. Do you need help using the toilet or taking a shower or getting dressed? And I was like, no. And then she said, what about, has it affected your social life? And I'm like, oh, I just put this right where I didn't want it again. What is wrong with me? Has, do you feel, freaking ribbon. Do you feel like it's affected your social life? And I was like, social life? She's like, you know, if we weren't in a pandemic. And I was like, no, because I was avoiding people before any of this happened. I said, but it has. She's like, well, what about, she said, what about, you getting to do things you enjoy? I was like, I said, my videos that I make, for YouTube, I was like, they are taking me a lot longer to do. They used to, you know, come in unedited at like an hour and 20 minutes. I said, and you know, I edited one the other day. It was almost 2 hours long because I'm not moving as fast as I normally would. And she was like, oh, okay, okay. But I said I can still do my peeps okay, so. Alright, I'm gonna cut this up a little bit because they are pretty long. And I want enough to kind of spread out. I've been so thirsty the past couple of days too. I drank an entire 8-pack of Powerade on Wednesday. Like the big, like those bottles, the big ones. I think my sugar has been slightly elevated from the steroids I was taking. You know, peeing constantly, that's fun too. But you know what? I can do it by myself. I don't need help yet. And every piece of ribbon just fell on the floor. How did that even happen? Ugh, this place is probably haunted. Alright, I'm gonna give these all a little bend and just kind of get them around. I don't think I'm gonna have any of them like sticking at the top. Let me save this one for like down here. I think this was like $2, like it wasn't super expensive. Oh, these swags are such a pain with all the moving back and forth. This is pretty. Can you like go back here? Prunus. I've never heard of that. But you know what? It looks like cherry blossom, so that's what we're sticking with. Alright, so I have hopefully 3 left. Yeah. I'll put this longer one over here. Yes. Did I really lose one? No, I found another tulip, but did I just say I had 3? Oh my god, I don't care anymore. This one needs to come. Alright, well, I was hoping I could put like one coming up, but I don't know how you escaped, but let's put you somewhere. Yeah, see, my back is starting to hurt again, but I've been sitting here for too long. I'm trying to like get up every 45 minutes to an hour just to move around some. It's cute. Alright, one last thing. I was gonna put those giant Easter eggs in here, but where would that go exactly? That's what I'm asking myself. So I'm just gonna put like these natural colored ones in here. These were from Michael's. I'm assuming after Easter. But Walmart's got most of their Easter stuff up now, so they have something like this. Oh, I don't want that one there. Ugh. This is quit picking. The dog got like this, keeps picking at this stuff on his back, so I've been spraying him with his anti-itch hotspot stuff. And he does not like that. He's like, what are you doing to me? It's so cold. And I'm like, quit picking and I won't do it anymore. This blue one over here next to. Oh! Did I put any greens in? No, so I'm very happy with how this came out. We'll have to get Mom's reaction, but she'll say, oh, it's cute, but not for me. Which is somewhat ironic because the wreath I made her for fall, for spring, it's a grapevine, and it's like covered. There's like this much grapevine actually showing. I think I am done with these because you can't see the ones I put in, so yeah. All right. Oh. After, what, Tuesday, Wednesday? No, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's 5 days. I like the way that bow came out. I always see people doing bows like this and I'm like, it looks weird, but it's cute. And as always, I'm going to trim this bottom one because I did not use it. Because it's 4 feet long. Alright, I'm going to go pick up all that ribbon I dropped. I'm going to go spray these tails. Spray this one for sure. And cut it again. Actually, I can cut it again and then spray it. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, this one doesn't feel like it's got anything on it. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out with me. Celebrate Black History Month, even though y'all are seeing this like a month after Black History Month. If you want to buy this, it's going to be expensive. I'm telling you now. If you want to buy it, it's in Etsy, link down below. My Etsy is linked down below, along with Instagram, Patreon if you want to join us over there, which Still, nobody has, so I don't know how much longer that's going to be around. And Venmo if you want to buy me a box of coffee. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.